Okay, so here's the demo. Essentially, there are three steps. The first one is to create a space-time cube. On that occasion, I took this by aggregating points. As you can see, I referred in the input features the read online data, the illegal dumping points within my intersecting with the six LGAs. Then I actually referred to where the output, the net CDF file, will be saved. I then assign the time field. As mentioned before, you have to use the calculator to ensure that you have a time field. In this case, the type was date. And then I decided for the purpose of this analysis to use 1 month as the time step interval. And for the spatial aggregation, I selected hexagon grid, although you could pick fishnets or other location as well. And then I defined 1000 meter for this analysis. So quick jump to step number two. As mentioned, the calculation takes a lot of time, so we cannot include this in the demo, but we can show the workflow, how it goes. So in this next step, you will use the emerging hotspot analysis tool. So in the first rubric, you need to refer to the NC file, the netcdf file, which we created step one. Then we need to assign the analysis variable, which in that occasion is count, and then define the output feature, which is essentially a feature class for the purpose of the analysis. We have different conceptualization method that could be defined. I went with, on this occasion, with the default, which is fixed distance. You can alter it and change that as needed. Uh, and then I define the neighborhood distance, 1000 meters. Um, you can also define a mask if that's required. And I'll hit the run and we'll jump into step three. In step three, what we can do is again use the visualize space-time cube in 3D. We again assign the netcdf file on the first rubric. We then use the cube variable parameter, which in this case is the count. We display the theme, and then we just define the output. What this tool does actually, it creates a 3D visualization of the emerging hotspot from the previous steps, and that's really helps with interpret the results, especially when you want to look on that in a temporal manner.